All right, it's now approximately 6 a.m. It's Saturday, June the 4th, 2016, and I'm taking a walk through my subdivision. I'm on the northern end of the northern block, street, block/street, approaching the cul-de-sac. Subdivision consists of an entrance street, the intersection, and then 3 streets that extend from the intersection. This one, which goes north to a cul-de-sac, and the 2 streets that go to the left and right of the intersection, each of them ending in a cul-de-sac. The one that goes to the left as you enter is the one I live on at the very end, in great peace. And here we have some houses. Not a single soul is up, huh? Saturday morning. Only the little birdies. And that's just fine. I alluded earlier, I think, to the length of the video and 14 minutes, and that's as far as I can go, and blah, blah, blah. And the reason is that I have no idea how to use Google Glasses or YouTube's editing tools, much less those of my iPhone's video camera or iMovie, which is on the iPhone. All those editing tools are, to me, impossible to use, far too hard for an average person, no matter what people say, and therefore all video I ever make is uncut and first take. So you get the raw, real thing. There is no manipulation, ever, because I don't know how. So it's great. I read yesterday a long interview with the CEO of GoPro, who says that, nice houses. Oh, this house is also owned by the Virginia Department of Transportation and for sale. However, it has a huge problem, namely the basement floods constantly, and it's getting worse. They've put in new drainage pipes, and when you go look at it during their rare open houses, they give you a 80-page document talking all about how the basement floods, and they have to do that by law since it's a state agency and full disclosure. But basically, this house is unsellable to me because you can't fix the basement problem. I've strolled around it, and when you see the backside of it and you see how far below ground level the basement is, you realize it's unsolvable. The house has to be leveled, and you need to build a new house that doesn't have a water table, a basement that's way below the water table on a hillside. So, unfortunately, Virginia Department of Transportation real estate people are Virginia Department of Transportation employees. They know nothing about real estate, so they've priced the house as if it were fine. However, it's unlivable, in my opinion. $475,000 they want for an unlivable house. The lot alone probably worth 150 to 200,000, and that's the value of this property, in my opinion. But hey, the fact that they've been trying to sell it now for a year and a half, and when they have an open house, the only person who shows up is me. I guess that doesn't bother them. Here's the other house that's for sale by the Virginia Department of Transportation. These houses, by the way, are the result of the property acquired during a phase when a huge bypass, 6 miles long, was slated to cut through Albemarle County, including the subdivision. So they bought these 5 houses, 6 actually. They sold this one back to its owner already, 7, and they sold this one back to its previous owner already. But here's one that's for sale, and This one I think is priced at $475,000. And once again, good luck, because every one of their houses needs minimum of $100,000 work, and the Department of Transportation has put in the cheapest possible appliances, which are totally out of scale with the neighborhood and with the quality of what should be the house's real state. So you'll have to spend many, many tens of thousands of dollars putting in decent refrigerators and washing machines and dryers and dishwasher machines and stoves and what have you. They bought bottom of the line Amana and Frigidaire stuff. Again, you've got transportation people trying to sell real estate, and it'd be like a realtor trying to build a road. You wouldn't want to drive on it. Anyway, not my problem. So, we'll now, having reached the cul-de-sac at the northern end of my subdivision, we will now head back toward the intersection. When I tell people how to find me, I say just turn right off Barracks Road into the subdivision and go to the intersection. The intersection, because there's only one. Isn't that simple? Now you say, oh, what's this? A for sale sign, because there's no for sale signs at any of the Virginia Department of Transportation houses, because by state law they can't put a for sale sign out. So that kind of discourages people from even knowing there's a house there. They can only put up a small open house sign during their open houses, which they happen to hold on Saturday mornings from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and there's no notice anywhere. And again, the only person who attends is me, and I sign their book, so at least they can prove that they had it and they didn't flake off and go have breakfast. And this sign is for a lot, which is down this road, not for a house, 12 acres. Perfect place for someone who wants to hide or get off the grid or total privacy. It's 12 acres of forested land that is completely unknowable that it even exists. I had no idea the lot exists. So if you want to go underground, this is your lot and here's your number and realtor. I have no idea what the price is. You can find out online, I'm sure, or call them. Okay. Anyway, I was talking about video editing and GoPro, and a long interview I read with the founder of GoPro, whose company's not doing too well, as you may have heard. Namely, it's imploding because they made a product that was, state of the art, dominated a market, but now their cameras seem clunky, bulky, and the CEO, being the brave little toaster type that he is, says, no problem, because now we're a software company and we're going to move into editing video, and then we're going to sell our product or give away our product or whatever to anyone who has a video device. But he misses the big picture because he's so smart, and he doesn't have anybody who can talk truth to him like I am right now to you. Namely, 99.9% of people are like me. They're techno-dolts. They can't figure out even how to begin to edit a movie, and therefore his wonderful tools, which he said are going to be so great and so usable, they're DOA. So that company is toast. If you own stock, I don't even know if it's public, I would dump it today because it's never going to be higher than it is today. GoPro won't exist in a couple of years. All its people and technology will be purchased by some other company, all its good people, and the company will just disappear. Bye-bye. Just like Fitbit. Fitbit's already dead. It's a zombie company. Apple's new watch is said to have GPS. Samsung's new gorgeous watch with a 1.5-inch AMOLED screen, has GPS, and it looks just so gorgeous in space age and Star Trek. Guess what the price is? $179. Oh yeah, it also stores 4 gigs of music, and who knows, may even do video phone calls. If not this version, the next one will. So you're telling me you're going to spend that much on a Fitbit, which does one small thing, which I'm sure the Samsung does, along with all this other great stuff. So if you own Fitbit, I don't know if it's public, sell it yesterday because it's dead. All gone. Okay. Now you can see a little better. See, it's gotten brighter. I don't think we're going to see any sun because it's very foggy, or as my now 32-year-old daughter used to say when she was little, froggy. It's froggy outside. Yeah. Huh. Too bad I don't know anything about podcasting because I'm told they're popular. But I'm going to call these Google Casts. Huh? Yeah, I just coined the term. I never heard it before. This is a Google Cast. You don't have to have podcast software or download a podcast app. You just go to my YouTube page and all my Google Casts will be there from now on. And I'm going to call them Google Casts. I'll put the date and what have you. What a good idea. Who thought of that? Oh. Okay. Intersection ahead. Stay alert. Google Glass is a fantastic invention. It works sometimes, and when it works, it is state of the art. Fantastic. Nothing comes close. Very happy I got mine. It's got a lot of problems, but if you know what the problems are and avoid them, such as heat, cold, dropping it, getting it wet, you avoid all that stuff and just use it judiciously, you can make great stuff. One thing that occurred to me a couple of years ago, I got this in June of 2013, by the way, so 3 years ago. Not this one. I mean, I've had 3 of them destruct while using them. This is my 4th actual device. One thing that occurred to me a couple of years ago, see there's a stop sign, and that's heading south out of the subdivision. If you go straight ahead about another 500 feet, you come to the street that takes you into the great city of Charlottesville. But we're going home. On the street where I live. Anyway, every bit of video that you make with Google Glass is automatically uploaded to Google, which means they have the ability to see every frame you shoot and every picture you shoot. By definition, that's the default way it works. Power line. So, think about that. No privacy. So, as long as you're a Boy Scout type like me, there's nothing to fear. But those who've made videos that, shall we say, are not G-rated, like all mine always are, should be, I think, a bit concerned. And should continue to be concerned if they continue to use Glass for such videos and photos, because Google sees everything you're shooting. Which, if the government decides to have a look, and they're looking to, let's not play games, they see everything too, they have it too. Just a word to the wise. Okay, it's almost 15 minutes. This video is over.